Again, thank you and appreciate the teachers. Would like to hear back from our teachers here at this time, if you have any word for any of the students for any of the performances.
Mohitji, I'd like to say something to all the kids. This
Yes,
is
go ahead.
Archana.
Yes,
I just
go ahead,
wanted to
Archana.
say very, very good job. You guys did so well. I am so proud of all of you. I know some of you have been my students in the past or are currently my students, but everything you guys have done shows your efforts, shows your motivation, shows your dedication. So good job. Keep up the great work you guys are doing. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for the hard work you put in. I know this year has been difficult and there's a lot of extra things going on, and to take the time to produce such an amazing video for us, and just I'm speechless, and I just thank you all. It's great seeing my former students, and thank you, Divya, for inviting me this year. So just thank you all. It was wonderful.
This was a wonderful performance. Thank you for inviting me. I enjoyed all of the singing and dancing and wrote down some of the recipes. Thank you, Malvika, for inviting me. Really enjoyed this.
I enjoyed it as well. Thank you for inviting me, Devika. You did fabulous singing or dancing and telling us about recipes. You did a wonderful job.
This is Tanuja Bemra. First of all, I would like to say that the program was awesome. The kids did a great job. As a Hindi teacher, I would like to thank Arya for inviting me. And as a Hindi teacher, I would like to mention that when non-Hindi speaking children speak Hindi and they actually learn, and even though they are struggling, they kind of form sentences which are accurate, then it's quite an achievement. For me, I feel very pleased. When students of mine insist on the parents talking to them in Hindi, while the parents tend to forget and try to speak in English, then the students insist that they speak to them in Hindi. I think that makes my day too. And finally, when students, like some cool and confident students, give up their opportunity to answer in class and nudge their brothers, younger siblings to say, you answer so that you can get an opportunity to answer, even though they know all the answers, I think that makes my day.
So with that, I think we can come to a conclusion today, and we really appreciate everyone for coming in, all the teachers and all the hard work that the students have put together. And thank you and appreciate again. Dhanyawad and namaste.
Thank you for coming. Enjoyed this wonderful performance that was put together by all the kids of Sadhana Shakha and got some insight into the vibrant Indian culture. So next we will be having Yogeshji Joglekar to say a few words. Yogeshji is from Thane, Maharashtra in India. He completed his undergraduate at the prestigious IIT Kanpur. He then got his doctoral degree from IU Bloomington and carried out postdoctoral work at the Los Alamos National Laboratory. Currently, he's the professor of physics at IUPUI, and he's always had a lifelong interest in teaching. Since joining IUPUI, he has held visiting appointments at University of Bristol in the United Kingdom, University of Rostock in Germany, and also Washington University, St. Louis. He moved to Carmel, Indiana from Greenwood in 2018, and since then has been with Sadhana Shakha. Please welcome Yogeshji Joglekar.
Thank you, Nitya. It is a great honor and pleasure to be able to say a few words at this Guru Vandana 2021. And I'm going to put up a single slide just so that you are able to see it as well to follow along. I want to really thank all the teachers, starting from elementary schools to middle schools to high schools, who have participated today, as well as those who were not able to join but carry on the very challenging task, especially in these times of educating our children. And I think that is probably one of the biggest responsibilities that everybody has in life. So what I wanted to tell you a little bit about was the idea of guru and how it relates to in Hindu culture. And it's going to be just a brief 3 to 4 minute presentation. The word guru actually comes from two Sanskrit words, gu and ru, which literally mean ignorance remover. Gu means ignorance or darkness, and ru is the one who dispels it. And so guru is meant to be a person who helps you learn how to do this. Now, this is a word which does have actually close connect. This is a word which comes from Sanskrit, and Sanskrit as a language is a root language for many Indian languages. However, it's not as foreign as it seems. It is closely related to Latin, and both of them are actually parts of what is called Proto-Indo-European language, PIE. And there are many words in Latin, actually, of origin, which have similar meaning. The word guru also means heavy, large, something which is hefty. And that's where the word gravitas or guer or heavy things in Latin come from the same root, basically. So guru is somebody who, in today's world, really takes the job of being a teacher, an advisor, a guide, a coach. And this is something that is needed at every stage of life, basically. However, when it comes to young children, I think the importance of guru is something that in Hindu culture, and I think in many cultures around the world, it's prime. In one of our Upanishads, it says, which are one of the scriptures of Hinduism, if you wish, it says, Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. That means that, you know, your mother, which is the highest sort of, you know, the first rank, if you wish, father, and then your teacher. These are all equivalent to, or should be worshipped as gods, because they are fundamental to children's successes. In that sense, we want to thank you, all of you teachers who are present here today, because you take our kids from really early age, starting from kindergarten, basically, or preschool, and you teach them not just sort of, you know, things which are subjects, but rather how to learn, which is one of the most challenging things to learn about and applicable in today's world. In the earlier centuries, maybe, you learned a certain body of knowledge, and that set you up for life. In today's world, in this century, last century, where things evolve very rapidly, industries rise and fall, jobs become uncertain. One of the important things that people need to learn is how to adapt, how to learn new topics and become good at it. And that is a task which is carried out by teachers as a whole, starting from really early on, which is, you know, kindergarten, first grade, second grade. This idea of teachers being somebody who can help you along the way, basically, is deeply rooted in Indian culture. And therefore, we consider it highly, it's sort of, you know, it's a priceless profession, and we want to thank you for engaging in it day in and day out, and particularly for the last year, where it has been extremely challenging to do so, either in school or remote. So we understand you teachers are extremely busy. You have difficult life in terms of trying to sort of, you know, manage students in school, in remote, also to manage all kinds of questions and sort of queries from all the parents who are who can also be extremely challenging. So I want to thank you all for sort of doing that. And the other idea that we want to sort of impart to, or I want to talk about briefly, and my time has effectively run out, is that knowledge is commoditized in today's world. But I think that one of the things this idea of guru, the idea of a teacher, makes clear is that it's not a commodity. The teachers today, they distribute knowledge, and yet they are not short of it. In fact, it's one of those things which the more you spread, the better you become at it, and the more you have. It's as opposed to, if you consider typical commodities, they are, you spread it and it's gone. So I think I want to say that you do a terrific and tremendously important job. And so I want all the teachers from the Carmel Clay High Schools, middle schools, and elementary schools to thank you for coming here, participating in this opportunity for us to thank you. And as we say, Guru Vandana literally means we are, it's a Teacher Appreciation Day. And I would like to end by saying that thank you. And we are grateful that you are in the lives of our kids. So with that, I will stop.